Hey there, everyone. We have a lot to get through today, a lot to talk about. Evo was actually really fun this year. It was crazy, I never thought I would see a hype match between a Potemkin and a Ramlethal, but we saw it at Evo. There were so many things going on and so many things to talk about. So let's just go straight into this. Before we go into anything, I'm just gonna kind of get the elephant out the room real quick. Yes, it was Robo Ky. Anyone who's been on the channel since its incarnation, or whatever the word is, has known I love Robo Ky. For the first while of the channel, I used to sneak Robo Ky into our thumbnails. I haven't done it in a while because I've been making my thumbnails from another device, but when I was making it for my main PC, yes, I was sneaking in Robo Ky into all my freaking thumbnails. If you look at my really old thumbnails and look really hard, you'll find Robo Ky somewhere. But yeah, I love the guy. I was really devastated because people were saying when Venom comes out, Robo Ky would be stuck on him as a assist, and I was really scared. I kept telling people nah, and then it happened, and then I was like, oh, and I tried playing Venom, and I was like, I don't actually like playing Venom, and then I learned something. I was cooked, and I was really freaking sad. I thought it was over. I was like, oh, Robo Ky stands, we lost, we took an L, right? But yesterday at Evo, two things were shown. Lucy's trailer, which we'll get onto that later, and Guilty Gear Strive 2.0 update. Now, if you don't know what that means, I didn't really know what it meant either. I was like, okay, 2.0, big whoop. Why are they hyping this up, and why is it not coming out until 2026? What Season 5 is going to be is the equivalent of XRD Rev 2, but for Strive. Now, guys, if you guys don't know what that means, and you're a little new to the FGC, let me explain how blessed you guys are in modern day. A lot of people complain about fighting games being live service, which means constantly getting updates, constantly releasing DLC you have to constantly buy, right? You don't understand how good it is that fighting games are like that, boys. Back when this is back when I was probably 7 and played my first ever fighting game, which was Street Fighter 4. When they wanted to add new characters, do updates and stuff, they didn't just make an update. They made a whole new game you had to buy. There's Guilty Gear XRD 1 and there's Guilty Gear XRD 2. Those are two separate games you have to buy if you want the whole experience. Mainly most people just buy XRD 2, that's what I own. But vice versa, I'm just saying, you used to have to buy a whole new game when they wanted to do something like what Strive's doing next year. But Strive is just doing it as a free update. If you don't want Jam and Robo Ky, you don't have to buy Jam and Robo Ky. It'll just be there. The update is free, the characters are not. And speaking of the characters, holy crap, Robo Ky, bro. He looks beautiful. We haven't even seen his face yet. And I remember on stream, we literally got to the end of it, because I was watching it live, and I saw it. I'm like, I was the first. I was just like, is that Robo Ky? And all my chat was doubting me. They were like, nah, clown, that's not Robo Ky. That can't be Robo Ky. I said, you sure? I literally on stream, live, pulled up a picture of Robo Ky. He was wearing the Enoui belt, and I said, this is Robo Ky. And I don't care what anyone says to me. This is Robo Ky. He has the robot hands. It's Enoui. I'm going to be coping until I see Robo Ky freaking next year. And then Jam. We already knew Jam was coming. Her design was leaked 6 months ago. But still, it was really cool. I was excited. I'm happy for Jam fans. They finally got their character. They can finally main their character, right? So it's all good for Jam fans. Now, on another note, Lucy. We have to talk about Lucy, boys. I think Lucy might be the nicest looking character in Strive. And that's not even glazing or anything. I truthfully believe her animation work might be some of the best in the entire game, if not the best. That character looks gorgeous. Her animations are so smooth and they look so good. And there's so much attention to detail from the freaking anime. Dude, I watched Edgerunners when it came out, maybe 4 years ago at this point. It's been a while, I don't really remember. But I watched Edgerunners when it came out. I don't really care for it that much. It's definitely one of my least favorite Trigger things. But what I will say is I'm kind of excited for Lucy now. I wasn't excited at first because I don't really care, but then I was like, holy crap, Arcsystemworks made it so even if you don't like Lucy, you can admire the character, because holy crap, they put their all of that character. And she hacks and stuff. I already knew she hacked, but it was the fact that she steals abilities and stuff. It's sick. It's a really cool cutscene. It's a really cool move. I'm so excited for her to come out in a couple weeks. We gotta try her day one, boys. But yeah, I really do believe that Strive next year will look like a completely different game. I have no clue what 2.0 will entail. It could really add anything. We don't know. Characters could look completely different. The combo system could be different. Who knows? We have no clue what what Strive 2.0 is holding for us, boys. Like, we actually have no clue. People are inferring. People are like, oh, it's gonna be like XRD Rev 2. But guys, if 2.0 is as insane as they're trying to set it up to be, we could see the return of like more old characters, not just Robo Ky and Jam. Dude, we could see the return of like, well, if I'm being coping, I'd say Order Soul, but if I'm being realistic, we might see Haehyun, which if you guys don't know who that is, it's like the girl controlling like the really big old dude who's also a robot. It's that girl. We could see her come back. We could see the return of the Answer. One of my friends really said he would pick up the game when he'll pick up Strive when Answer gets put in the game. Answer, Raven, Zappa, there could really be anyone. And before you say like lore reasons, bro, who the frick cares? Freaking people were saying the same thing about Robo Ky, and now Robo Ky is coming, bro. Strive follows no rules. We're just adding characters. Is Lucy from Guilty Gear XRD? No. Is she in the lore? No. Is she in Strive? Yes. So in my opinion, I feel like anyone is possible at this point. Now that Robo Ky has been announced, after being put onto Venom as a singular head, anyone. I'm coping. Anyone is possible, bro. I don't even care. Because I feel like Arcsystemworks are just like, they're just trying to please people now. It's like, instead, like, the Robo Ky stuff, them adding Robo Ky feels like a fan choice. It does not feel like they wanted to originally. It just feels like they saw the fan outcry and put Robo Ky as a real character. That's what that feels like. It feels like they caved in. And I'm so happy they did, which sounds terrible, but I am so giddy for Robo Ky. And I'm also just so giddy for next year. I will admit, when Lucy comes out, boys, I'm really happy they added a ranked mode because on August 21st, Lucy in the ranked mode comes out, right? From then on out, we're not going to get a single new character or update until 2026. Which means for the remainder of this year, after this month, it will be a drought. Which is scary to think about, right? We're like, oh, it's going to be really fun at first because Lucy's such a cool character and I'm definitely going to be playing her on launch, right? But that, period to 2026, we don't even know when in 2026, is going to be a little scary. But the good thing about it is when the game comes in 2.0, I already know Arcsystemworks is going to bring their all to this game, dude. They really feel like, everyone was scared when Marvel Tokon got announced. They were all scared like, oh, Arcsystemworks isn't going to care. They're going to stop updating Guilty Gear Strive. And then they were just like, no. Not only are we going to keep updating Guilty Gear Strive, but now what we're going to do is make it so there's going to be a whole new content update for all of you guys to enjoy. That's like the biggest change to Strive yet. This is a real balance patch. Hopefully the nerf of Potemkin, the nerf of Ramlethal, no more guard crush projectiles from Ram, no more freaking armored Potemkin busters. Dude, we might be in the best state of Strive in history. Or it could just be insane. We have no clue. Like, really, I have no clue what Arcsystemworks is going to do. But I'm so excited, guys. If you couldn't tell in my voice, I'm so giddy. Like, this is definitely the most promising Arcsystemworks announcement I've seen in a while. Willness is cool in Grand Blue and the other chick, but I mean, I like Grand Blue. I'm not gonna hold it to you, but Strive will always be my baby. I've been playing it for so long at this point, and it will always be my child. And seeing it bounce back is putting me in such a good mood. We are so back, boys. Holy crap.
I just know this now.